Hey guys, so I found this cute little message to Asmongold on YouTube. It's called Asmongold is a good kid, hear me out. I saw the video already and I decided to make a reaction to it. I'm gonna play the whole video, it's under 3 minutes long, and then I'm gonna give my 2 cents. I decided it would be disingenuous to keep pausing the video and talk about it, as like I mentioned, I already saw it. So let's take a look at that.
Hey Asmon, I figured I'd do a YouTube response to the latest commotion in your life. I figured my comment on your video would get lost in the pool of comments, but maybe this video will as well. But like you, I'm cleaning. It's a good time to reflect, so I would just give you a video response or advice, or I don't know what you want to call this, but I really think you just need a hug. I honestly think you're way too hard on yourself. And I'm a happily married mom of 2 twin boys, so I don't mean this in a way where I'm hitting on, a very charismatic, brave individual, but only as a mama bear, coincidence, who, yeah, just feels like this boy, man, boy, human needs a hug. You need to breathe. Don't be so hard on yourself. My God, you're allowed to have thoughts, feelings, emotions. You're not a robot. Don't make yourself a robot. Don't put yourself in a box. Like, yeah, you did have a response, and that's human nature as well. But yeah, just forgive yourself. Give yourself, as this trendy word saying is these days, give yourself grace. So yeah, it might be not the most popular thing to say to what had happened, but boy, yeah, you need to chill. And I really think this cleaning thing will be a great time to reflect for you. And I don't
Yeah.
think you need to change. You're great. Always just strive to do better, be better, and like improve. But don't change who you are. It's what brought you here. So yeah, keep on going. Can't wait to see more reaction videos from your end, and yeah, your 2 cents. They're always brilliant. So yeah, take care of yourself. Bye.
Okay, so first of all, is my wife just trying to flirt with Asmongold? That giggling? Ah man, I remember that during our first date. It was a lot of giggles. To be serious, I know her, and when she's nervous, she's just giggling, right? So yeah, she's not hitting on him. I'm confident in that, but I agree with everything she said. Like, Asmon is a good kid who made a mistake. Do I think he should have been banned on the Twitch? He shouldn't have said what he said, and the reason for that is throughout his whole career he's talking about how war is bad, how wasting human lives is not good. He always stands against it. The guy who says his opinion that if people had the option to buy the product that's not manufactured by the kids, they wouldn't buy it because it would be more expensive than the stuff from, let's say, China or some countries where they use the child labor, right? So people would not care. And it's true, people care only what they see in front of each other, or they care only about the people who they know. So yeah, that was kind of, I wouldn't say disappointing, but it was weird to hear Asmon talk about Palestine and Israel the way he did. That, well, it was weird to hear him say that he doesn't care about the human lives. So, but then at the same time, like, we're all humans. Asmongold has 1 million followers. He's a rich guy, but he's still human. He can have an off day. He can lose his shit on someone, right? Like, he's just a human. So, like my wife said, like, he's too hard on himself. He should do better, for sure, and he always tries to strive to be better. And he mentioned in his apology video that for last 2 years he was just getting worse and worse, more of an asshole. And we all know what happened, or all of the Asmongold's fans know what happened 2 years ago, so it's not very surprising, because I think his life went on pause 2 years ago, and now it all kind of piled up and fell onto him, and he just needs to start living his life again. And I saw Tectone talking about Asmongold as well, and I 100% agree with him. Like, Asmon, you should go to the gym, find a girl for relationship. I know you keep saying how your chat and your followers would be against it, how they would like eat her alive, but who cares, man? You don't need to be public about it. Like, it's about your happiness, not about the chat. I know you consider yourself as a product and not as a human, but like you said in your apology, like, that's it. You need to start living your life a little bit. And you were mentioning cardio, dude. Just hit the weights. Like, that's the best thing you can do. Like, all of those positive endorphins and all of that, seeing your body change, and it's just great. Just hit the gym, eat healthy. That's another thing. Like, the diet affects your mental state. And yeah, maybe you're not gaining weight, but there's something like visceral fat, that it's fat around your organs. You might not see it with the naked eye, but it's not healthy for you. Anyway, former PT here, right? So let's skip that. So I still didn't answer if I think he should have get banned or no. And I think it's a good thing that it happened to him. I don't really agree with that he get banned, and here's the reason for that. Obviously, I'm not from US, I'm not from Canada, I'm from Europe. When I used to live in Europe, we were not politically correct at all. We said what we wanted to say, what we thought, and that's why I like Asmon, because most of the time he says the stuff that's not acceptable in US. Like, you won't say that on public. And sorry guys, but I think people are overly sensitive. And because of that, I think it's a good thing that he get banned. Not only for him, but I understand why Twitch banned him. I don't agree that he said anything racist or hateful or anything. He just stated his opinion, which was bad, especially given his history. It's like he always says, like, you build 99 bridges, suck one cock, and you're known as a cocksucker. And that's what happened to him right now, because his whole career he's kind of advocating or just putting it there, like, yeah, war is nonsense, don't do it, like, I care about people, all of that, right? And now he does this. But again, I don't hold it against him. Everyone makes mistakes. Maybe he wasn't in the right mindset for the stream. And to be fair, looking at his reasoning about how he came to what he said. I lived in Middle East for 3 years, and it's true that a lot of laws are based on the Quran and on their religion. Again, using term inferior culture, maybe not ideal, but look, no one gets offended when we call some of the third world countries third world country. So what's the issue here? And I know even Tectone and a lot of people were complaining about the stereotyping. To be fair, if you're talking about a country that has specific laws, I don't think it's really stereotyping. You're not saying all the people in the country agree with it. But if the law is in there, like, if it's official, I think you can use that. And like I said, I lived in the Middle East, and there's a lot of law based on the Quran. It's not like they're enforcing the law, but it's still written in there, and it might get enforced. So yeah, I don't really think using the laws of some country is stereotyping. Same like kind of using religion, like, oh, Europe, most of them are Catholics. Is that stereotyping or is that not? Is that bad or is that not? Like, I don't know. Another thing I wanted to say, stereotyping. I mean, I flew to 52 countries around the world. I got to see a lot of cultures, and I got to meet a lot of people from those specific cultures, right? And the more people you meet, that's how you create an opinion about that culture or about that country. Is that stereotyping? For me, it was first-hand experience. I don't know about Asmon. He made it sound like, no, it's kind of what he read on the internet, which, yes, maybe not make an opinion according to the internet, but then at the same time, if you don't experience these people, don't talk to them, how can you know, right? But eventually, after like talking 5, 10, 20 people, you make opinion about the culture and you start stereotyping them. Like, oh, this culture's like this, because that's your experience, right? And I think the biggest issue is if you just believe to that stereotype. Like, of course I'm stereotyping different cultures, and everyone does it. Like, you can say like, oh, Europeans like mayo, right? It's kind of stereotyping. I like mayo. I'm from Czech Republic. You can say Asians like rice. It's true, right? Like, is it stereotyping? It is. And, like, of course, you have some worse stereotyping. I think the biggest issue is if you just go by stereotype and don't give people, like, individual people, chance. Like, just create opinion about individual people. But at the same time, when you're talking about the nation, country, culture, of course you're gonna stereotype. You're not gonna be like, oh, Mike is like this, Philip is like this, Hassan is like this. When you're talking about one country, right? Like, you're not gonna be like that. Of course, there's gonna be always some blanket statement and stereotyping. I think the issue is when you're not willing to give people a chance, and when you're not giving them a chance to change your opinion or something like that. So again, I still didn't answer, or I didn't explain why I think it's a undeserved ban. And I don't agree with why he got banned. But look, Asmon has a huge influence. Like I mentioned, he has multiple millions of followers. And not everyone is in the right state of mind. Some people take Asmon as this huge role model, king, maybe a god. You never know, right? Like, people are sensitive and they might not be completely out there, and they might hear what he's saying and twist it in the hateful way and then use it. And you don't want that. Like, I don't think Asmon is responsible for it, but with someone with this influence, like, needs to think about how other people can perceive it and use it against other people. Like, whatever he says, right? I bet you follow what I'm saying, even though my immigrant ass can really get it out there. So I think that's why Twitch needed to ban him, just to make sure that he's not gonna unintentionally start some crazy movement. Even though, for me, very logic person, it sounds stupid, but you never know how other people will perceive it. So that's why I think Twitch needed to ban him. I don't agree it was hate speech, because I didn't hear him to say, bomb them, kill them, whatever, right? He said, I don't give a fuck, which is not okay, but I don't think it's a reason for a ban. He used the word inferior culture, which, again, not the best word to use, but I don't see it being hateful or racist. Like, come on, really? Like, are we that soft? And I'm saying we because I live in Canada right now and in the US, and I see the differences between my home country, which is Czech Republic, and what's going on here. So yeah, like, I think there's a reason why he got banned, and I don't agree with that because Asmongold is popular, has millions of followers, then Twitch should take away his free speech. Like, yeah, because he just mentioned his opinion, which at the time was affected by his state of mind or whatever. Like, it wasn't good opinion. I'm not saying it was good opinion. But at the same time, like, where's the free speech? Like, yeah. So that's my take on it. And like my wife said, don't be too hard on yourself. Change a few things in your life. Be careful what you're talking about because you have millions of people following you. But other than that, like, we love your reaction videos because that's what most people can say in public and what they just think. And you're the one who puts it on the YouTube, and then everyone who's like, is it just me that bothers? Am I weird that bothers me? This shit and this shit. Like, your videos about people just buying the brands because they want, like, quick improvement. Like, rather than go to the gym, let's just buy this fancy dress and I'm gonna look better. And for me as a PT, I have exactly the same opinion like you. It's a quick fix. That, to me, doesn't work. You're just wasting money. And you're the one who said it on YouTube, who made fun of it. And that's what I like about you, like these reaction videos. So yeah, don't change too much. Just, it's gonna sound bad, I don't want to say grow up, but start living your life, man. Don't stop streaming. Don't let people cancel you for this. Like, you made pretty good apology, you explained everything, even though You explained even more than you needed to. Like, you could have been like, hey, I wasn't in a good state of mind. I said some stupid shit and that's it. But no, you went in more depths, and it's one of the best apologies on the internet. So, yeah, don't be too hard on yourself. Do better. I know you don't want to be a role model, but there are people who are looking up to you. So, yeah, just do better. And yeah, that's about it.